play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him and let him cap things off.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2 as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. Now Jones. Left side here to Sanders. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding, offense. This is unbelievable.
So they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
They won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Call it no. They've got a ways to go now on 3rd down. Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this 1st down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. Here's Brian Anger now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taking it about the 36. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Walker now on 1st and 10. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ken Walker with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Well, here we go on the next drive for Washington. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 40-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at the 18. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Play action. Now it's Lance. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Trucks over him. And is taken in by the tight end Fant. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Lance to throw it. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to half, and we get it. No time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. As the Commanders make their way out on offense, let's take a peek at the playoff picture in the NFC. Well, here we sit, week 17. Just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And finding Keelan Cole. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
Here's Jones from the gun on third down. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 30. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll just get rid of it.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
To throw on third down. Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So the 3 points there, CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The 40. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Jones throw into the hands of Kirk. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Here's Johnson with a reception. The 20. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind. Back now at FedEx Field. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. He's at the 40, 20. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Completes it to Fant on the right side. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Second down and goal. Lance. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And they, unfortunately, are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Down Jones. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll start by running the option to the right.
Holding offense.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
76 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. The gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. And Walker has it. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Up the middle, here's Walker. Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. On third down, here's Walker. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead, they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. Micah Parsons picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, real.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose, yeah, I jump out the booth, then I might hop through the roof, count on the rings, stuff, my team is the truth, but they some liars to you, and they never sing, but they always shoot, and all of their diamonds are new, and that's why I'm here with villain, cause I really get it, and I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose, you like the top or you just like to lose, make a move, then at the bottom I got the boom. You gotta choose, you like the top or you just like to lose, make a move, then at the bottom I got the boom. You gotta choose, make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Did me hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy told me, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. 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 I don't like your energy. I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. Don't make me jog your memory. I did upgrade, you didn't upgrade it. The world, how they forgetting me. Please make it make some sense to me. How you talking about the greatest, still ain't greatest. Mention me. Them bands, I want the symphony. 15 in it. Still the same ones that I came with. Up in the payment, told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. Till we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Facing my goals, that's a big climb. Still my flow is unshakable. Run it up, I cannot quit it. I need it, I ain't where I wanna be, I can admit it. Never submitting, I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts. I am a force. I harbor the light that's inside of my heart. I write in my art and give you my story. You the witness, I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining, nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. I overcame all the odds. I ain't been playing it safe, nah. I was just giving my all. I'm taking it there. Hop in the Wraith and we lay in the stars. I made it happen to boss, yeah. I was just playing my cards. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. It's gonna be a riot, doubt me it's quiet. I got the can of gas, I'm about to ignite. I am driven, I won't ever get tired, cause I've been left behind, I have to get right. Waiting on the sign, now I just wait on myself. Got nothing weighing on the mind. One thing I learned after all this time, the mountain you carry meant for you to climb. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining, nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up.
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the 3rd overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trey Lance. Here's Lance. And his first look is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Out to his left. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Ready?
On play action, Lance. On the move to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trayvon Walker able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And this is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's Wilson. He completes it to Julio Jones. He's got the first down and more. A big play there for Detroit. 42 yards.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now Wilson on 1st down. That's complete right around the 8. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Quinnen Williams. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough task here, though. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance
rolling to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Tariq Woolen picks it.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They run it again with Williams. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Up the middle, it's Williams. They showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Micah Parsons
in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen, go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
He's got the connection to Moore. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
That's good.
Now a play fake. Lance. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Noah Fant with a catch on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Good job there getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
On first down, Lance. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson.
From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will tie us at 3-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here first and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Steps away to his left.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now Wilson.
He'll drop this down to Williams.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And they take a knee. So we've come upon half.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is, and doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wilson. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
Tyreek Hill's got another one. And he is going to have a Lions first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
They go play action now. Wilson.
Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The end result, 21 yards. Wilson will throw again. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Quinnen Williams able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Evan McPherson for the extra point.
And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Lions. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Wilson getting right back to it after the pick 6.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the...
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now it's Wilson.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a 2nd down and 6. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Walker is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Lance now on 3rd and goal. This is caught. Touchdown. Kenneth Walker, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are moving closer to a date now, the NFC Championship game, as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. There's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Now Wilson. This complete to Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Micah Parsons. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here we go. Set.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Personal foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
Well, certainly. Types of mistakes they're trying to avoid. Attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. They complete it to Hill.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
First down now, but that clock rolling. To throw is Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Williams.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
From the 22, Wilson. Finding Williams once more, complete.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they lift the quarterback? But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
It is intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Running left is Walker.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right.
He completes this to Walker.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free.
Straight ahead, Walker.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
And Walker once more.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. One last shot for Wilson. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
And the Cowboys will advance to the next round as we say thanks for watching and so long, everybody.
Yeah. So that style not for you, but it's for me.
Greenfield's finest. Boss.
Yeah.
DJ Drama.
Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been taking the dash all wood. Then payments the back ain't good. Got sense, but they act no good. Shot through the lot of the starstruck. Hop in the ride and we took in the truck, couple in the truck and they all. They might say what's up when they see me around the city, but really no reason to talk much. Dinner a nice guy, but no nice guys here. I'm toe tagging, no bill, phone bagging, y'all coming up short. Take a recess. This a heat check. Yeah. Shorty let me quick as a clear with a pre-check. It's lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Seen it myself for years. The vision is mine alone. Just me, myself, no peers. Yeah. I don't know who hyping them boys. I'm done giving life for the noise. I give you my life in the source. I don't even write anymore. Yeah. Get it and drove like it's whipping a stove. That break hard like habits. No days off, no Sabbath. No snakes in my yard, no rabbits. Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been taking the dash all wood. Then payment, the back ain't good. Got sense, but they act no good. Send the same money to Sudan. I could probably take the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real. Let's explore the moment.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grr to the Riasi, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boy stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we not to ride nobody with, we're the ones who started with it. Translation, Yani had to buy, Yani had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grr.